Come on, come on.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D to the O to the Y-I-N. And yes, the reason why obviously I have been missing in action is because I'm doing my masters, and obviously uni is still running during this pandemic. So obviously uni is still running, and also I have obviously I had exam and obviously assignments to hand in. So yes, that's the reason why. But obviously I'm back. And what I'm going to be talking about, I literally had to write it down. It's about obviously the second pandemic that we have in this world, which obviously is racism, and I'll be talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. This is obviously a touching topic, but I just feel like I would like to share my view and also talk about ways that people could obviously help. Yeah. Quite nervous, so do forgive me. I haven't done video like recording in ages, and this topic, yeah, it just makes me just feel sad talking about it. So if you see me cry, I don't even need to apologize. You're gonna see me cry, I don't care. But yeah, this topic is very touching. Like, I would like to firstly say rest in peace to obviously George Floyd, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery, rest in peace to Belly Mojinja. Sorry if I'm saying their names wrong. Rest in peace to everyone that had died due to police brutality or racial inequality. What I just want to say before I start the whole conversation is the Black Lives Matter movement is not a trend, and I just want people to do understand that we need to fight justice and we need to let our voices be heard. Now is the time. We can't have the next generation. Sorry guys if you're going to see me cry, I don't care, but we can't have the next generation suffer the way our ancestors and we are suffering right now. It actually has to stop. Our voices need to be heard this time. Sugar, I need to go get tissue. Sorry guys. Oh, I had to take a couple of seconds breather and got myself tissue this time. Sorry. But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot what I said. But we can't let this happen. We can't. Our ancestors didn't fight or didn't sacrifice their life for us to not be free. I'm tired of all of these things that's happening around the world to our people, and it honestly has to stop. It has to stop. And it's so sad because since obviously the death of George Floyd, may his soul rest in peace, I've literally been crying every single day. Every single day I've been crying. And I just keep thinking, like, to myself, why? Why is this happening to us? Why? Are we not all God's child? Like, why is this happening? And it's so draining, and I'm literally exhausted myself. I am just tired of hearing another black person die due to police brutality or due to racial inequality. I'm tired. Imagine not only me being tired, but imagine the millions and millions of other black people that are tired of this. And it is so sad that we have to face this. Our skin color shouldn't be a crime. we should all be equal. We shouldn't have to march and protest for us to be equal. It should have been, should be common sense. What's the point of having legislations such as race, equality, diversity, and discrimination, sexuality, and we are being judged? Does that make any sense? What is the point? And I just feel like this whole movement, I just pray that it continues, like going on. I pray that we all continue to fight justice. Justice will be served. Honestly, I just pray that we fight justice for every single person that has lost their life to police brutality or racial inequality in not only this country, in all countries. And people keep saying, oh my gosh, America's bad, the UK is worst. I want to just start talking about the things that I've seen on my social media, which I feel like I should share on here, so people can obviously support the Black Lives Matter movement. Yep. So which one is this one? So the first thing is, if you have any black friends or colleagues, check up on them, please. Honestly, like, this whole thing can be so draining and too much. And I just feel like if you claim that they're your friends, or they claim that they're your colleagues, and you talk to them, check up on them, see how they're coping. And there's no need to be uncomfortable in that situation. You're just checking up on them, saying, hey, just checking up on you. How are you? Are you okay? If you need someone to talk to, I am willing to listen. I may not feel your pain, but I am willing to listen. I am willing to understand. That's the type of conversation you should have. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable. Honestly, there's no need to feel uncomfortable during this situation. But the next one is sign a petition and share it on all your social medias. Honestly, that's why you have social media. Share it. Sign and share. And also just promote it like literally crazy. Honestly, that's what is the best way to do. And this would obviously help with, such as like helping with finding justice for all those that have died due to police brutality and racial inequality. So that would be really good if you can help. Just sign. It just takes one click, put your information there, and that's it. And then just spread the awareness to your social media, like the social media that you basically use. The next one is donate. If you have money, then you should you should try and obviously donate to obviously the families, the organizations. But if you don't have money, it's okay. It's honestly okay. So don't stress thinking, oh my days, I have to pay money and I still got my phone bill to pay. Like, don't stress yourself about it. The next one is have that conversation with your family. Talk about racism. Maybe watch like history on like Black history. Watch it, understand it. Then you will understand why we feel so much pain within us. The next one is, oh yes, links with that, research and obviously learn the history. So it is not our job to educate you guys. You have so many resources, yeah. You have the library, you have the computer, the internet, basically, google.com. You have books, obviously it's linked to obviously library. You have many resources. You have basically articles, you have documentaries, you have videos, like films that explain our history, explain so many things such as slave trade, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Nelson Mandela. Like, you can understand our history by doing all of that research yourself. And I do kind of blame the education system, because from my whole life, well, not my whole life, I haven't studied history in college or university, but from when I was in primary school to secondary school, we had Black History Month, which only ran in October for 1 month, yeah. And the things that I can remember us being taught is slave trade, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. and his famous speech, which is "I Have a Dream," Rosa Parks, who refused to stand up when she was sitting in a bus in the front. She refused to stand up for obviously the non-black passenger. And what else did we learn? Nelson Mandela and apartheid. Those are that's like the 5 things that I'll say that we literally learned from primary school to secondary school. Bear in mind, Black history, there's so many things to talk about. There's so many things to talk about, such as the original Wall Street, which was Black Wall Street, which was in where literally there was like the whole street was full of like black businesses, and obviously got bombed down by obviously racist non-black mobs. And it was also known as the Tulsa Race Massacre. And I'm even getting so deep into it. I'm about to say it obviously started from May 31st to June 1st, but I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna explain in the end, not now. But yeah, so learn your history. There's so many things that you can learn via all the resources that I've basically mentioned, and we didn't get taught all of these kind of stuff. And it's so sad that even I don't even know half the history, because the education system didn't teach us what we should have been taught. There's even things that, like the black pioneers, who's the one that invented who was the one that invented the traffic light, iron board, hairbrush, combs, like so many things that they don't teach us this in school. And it's quite sad. It's actually quite sad. So I feel like doing your own research is what you need to understand. And I feel like the education system needs to fix up. So when it comes to history, they need to be able to make sure they're equal and share the black history within their curriculum. That's what they need to basically do. The next one is... that was it, basically. That's all I basically did. What I have decided to do, I know what I said, is on my channel, I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 videos a month based on black history and African history, basically explaining all our stories. Bear in mind, I don't know half the things that I'm going to basically be doing my research on, due to the fact that I wasn't taught half the things at school. But I do know bits and bobs of the things that I would be sharing with you guys. I know bits and bobs, but I will be doing my research. I can share with you guys as well. And I will share on my description box websites, places where I get the books as well from. And this would obviously help not only you guys, but it will help basically, it will not only help the non-blacks, but it will also help my people as well understand as well our history. Because I know there are a few people that don't understand, that don't even know who Madam C.J. Walker is. There are a few people that don't even know who Harriet Tubman is. Do you understand? So I'm obviously going to make sure that once or twice in a month I'll be doing a video based on black history and obviously African history as well, where I can help obviously people, where you can obviously use this video as one of the resources for you to learn your history yourself. And yes, that's it for today. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at there. And I just honestly have faith that a revolution is coming. A change is going to come. God willing, a change is going to come. God did not put us in this position for no reason. Everything happens for a reason. I don't think I have anything else to say. try your best not to watch the news. Like, honestly, the news loves to misinform the people that actually watch it. They love to misinform you, honestly. Like, you'll see like a good peaceful protest, and next thing you know on the news, it'll tell you, there have been loads of people doing Luton, or blah 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 blah. But they don't show you the peaceful side, you know. And if they do, it's not as much as the negative side they're gonna show you, you know. So all I'm trying to say is, don't let the social and don't let the news misinform you guys. Don't start don't know what it's like, or don't know what a protest is like. How about you go and actually see for yourself what it's like? Obviously make sure you're safe, and this is obviously for safety for those that are doing the protest, that are going to obviously protest for Black Lives Matter. Make sure that you have gloves, make sure you have gloves, mask, hand sanitizer, and make sure you have water. Make sure you have food with you as well, like small snacks. And obviously you need water because you need to make sure you're not basically dehydrated. And make sure you social distance as well, because COVID is still out and about. So make sure you do take care of yourself and take care of anyone that you're with, and stay alert, be safe, and protest for justice, for equality. And yeah, we're actually in this together. I honestly, even I already made a little prayer a minute ago, but I pray for unity. I pray that this is already bringing us together, and I just see a future where we will not be judged by the color of our skin no more. We will all be so equal, honestly, so equal. And it may take time, it may take a couple of months to find justice for each and every one of the victims that have died due to police brutality, racial inequality. But I am telling you guys, honestly, do not give up. If you can't go to the protest, sign those petitions, share it around, let your voices be heard. That's the most important thing. Let your voices be heard. No more being silent. Honestly, no more being silent. Let your voices be heard. From watching some of the videos on my social media, such as obviously Instagram, Twitter, that I mainly use, I have noticed that there are young kids, like literally young children, protesting, going in the middle of the street, protesting for justice. Like, they should be actually at home playing games or playing with their friends outside, not fighting for justice. Like, it's so sad. And what is even more sad is some of them are 6-year-old or 9-year-old. So if they can see what's happening around the world, how comes the older people can't see what's happening? And it's just so, I'm not even gonna say so confusing. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. And some of the videos that I've seen of young, obviously children protesting, oh my days. I see a future leader, and like, not English. I see a future leader in each and every one of them, honestly. And I just feel like this whole, like, justice, the protest, obviously police brutality, racial inequality has brought so many future leaders out. It actually has. And I honestly pray that all of us continue to fight for what is right. We need to fight for justice, yeah? And we ain't gonna stop until justice is served. Honestly, like, we ain't gonna stop. Literally, honestly, guys, I've seen so many literally leaders out here, people creating protests, and so many people turning up for it. It's just amazing. And it's amazing to see that there's so many people on our side, and obviously they don't agree with what's happening, and I love that. I actually respect that. And yeah, I just pray that we continue to fight. And I know I keep saying that, I just pray we do continue to fight for justice. And I pray that This is not a trend. This doesn't just basically get sorted and that's it. Everyone goes about their day. I just want it to just continue to like go on. People have like community talks about it where we feel like we've gone wrong, where we feel like we can help. People, we can bring back the youth clubs as well. Kind of, there's not that many. I think they've shut down so many, but they've built so many prisons, which they shouldn't have. So I feel like they need to obviously find ways where we can obviously improve the community, improve helping one another, and just feel like I'm off in it now. And yeah, honestly, I do hope you guys take on this message, and God willing, honestly guys, prayer is important. Pray, 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 pray. God is listening to us, and I've said this during obviously my videos that I've made about COVID. Don't just pray when you need God. Pray all the time. We need God in our lives. God is the one that directs us where we're going in life. He might tell you you're going right because there's a danger on your left route home. He may direct you somewhere for you to have an eye opener, for you to learn, for you to understand. That's why we have mistakes in lives. So I just feel like, pray to God. He's the Most High. He's the one that created us, and He's the one that created the world. And just talk to Him, whether it's for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. Talk to Him. He's listening. He's actually listening. And have faith is what we need to have. Is just continue to have faith during this crisis, because we're facing 2 pandemics, not even one, we're facing 2. And the first one obviously is coronavirus, which is an unseen enemy, and the second one is racism, which most of it is unseen and some of it is seen. And I just want people to just imagine those that have not been any footage of them being racially abused, or being attacked by a police. Just imagine that. That's even more painful. So that is it for today. I had to make it short. Me explaining obviously Black Lives Matter, it didn't really go to plan. Like, it didn't really go to, I thought I was going to explain it a bit more and go in depth, but obviously my emotions came in, and yeah, but I was able to talk about different types of ways to support the movement, but I couldn't really explain myself. Like, I couldn't really explain everything. I just do pray. I did try my best to explain it. I would be doing history lessons on my channel to help you guys and help myself as well. So when I'm helping you guys, I'm helping myself as well, because I am doing the research to learn more about my history that I haven't been taught in school, which is quite unfortunate. And yeah, and also Black History Month doesn't need to be 1 month, please. We got so much history that it needs to be every single month. Every single, like, why do I need algebra? Why do I need algebra? Like, honestly. Yeah, guys, stay safe. And yeah, I do honestly hope that people are not using this movement as a trend, because some of us need to think about what next. After all of us getting justice for obviously those that have lost their lives, receiving funds from different type of companies to ensure that obviously is diverse, and obviously to help with the neighborhood, the area, location, what next? So I feel like we do need to continue growing awareness. It needs to be taught in school, and yeah, that's it really.